Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rosina Rai, starting with the headlines first. China pledges to extend assistance to Nepal in its infrastructure development. Both sides agree to build a high-capacity cross-border power transmission line. Kosi's Chief Minister expands his cabinet amid looming uncertainties over gaining vote of confidence in his favor must undergo floor test by October 7. Ukraine says a Russian Black Sea Fleet commander among 34 officers killed. And host China dominates the medal tally at the ongoing Asian Games. South Korea at the second position, followed by Japan. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. The government of China has pledged to extend assistance to Nepal for its infrastructure development. In a joint statement released earlier this morning following bilateral meeting between Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal and Chinese Premier Li Qiang in Beijing held on Monday, an understanding has been reached between Nepal and China to reopen traditional China-Nepal border trade points. Prime Minister Dahal is currently on the week-long official visit to neighbor China. The two sides agreed to continue to implement the signed cooperation documents concerning transit, transport and utilization of highways in China to help turn Nepal from a landlocked country to a land-linked country. Both sides agreed to accelerate the feasibility study of the Tokha-Chahare tunnel project, recognizing that the project will elevate the level of connectivity between the two countries. The Chinese side also agreed to initiate the fourth phase of the Aranika Highway maintenance project. The two sides agreed to expedite the implementation of the second phase of the Kathmandu Ring Road project at the soonest possible, as mentioned in the joint statement. Nepal and China also have agreed to continue discussions for the opening of Chentang, Kimathangka and Riu Olangchugola ports. The two sides also have expressed their commitment to accelerate the consultations to finalize the text on the BRI implementation plan at an early date. The MOU between Nepal and China on bilateral cooperation under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative was signed back on 12 May 2017. Meanwhile, Nepal and China have inked an agreement to build a high-capacity cross-border power transmission line for power exchange, stating that necessary feasibility study has already been completed by the Nepali side. An understanding was reached to connect the high-capacity power line to be constructed Rasuagari-Kirung transmission line. The two sides during Prime Minister Dahal's ongoing visit sealed the agreement to commence the construction of the Jilong-Kirung Rasuagari Chilime 220 kV cross-border transmission line at the earliest. As per the latest agreement, connectivity grid will be established between Chilime hub of Nepal and Jilong of China. A 16-kilometer long transmission line will be built in Nepali territory. China also has shown its commitment to extend the cooperation for development of Nepal's hydroelectricity, wind energy and solar energy. With just 12 days left to face the floor test in the Provincial Assembly, Chief Minister of Kosi Province Hikmat Kumar Karki expanded his cabinet on Monday. Karki, who was appointed the Chief Minister on September 8 following the Supreme Court's order, must seek a vote of confidence by October 7 as per the constitutional provision. The Supreme Court had dismissed the the then Chief Minister Uddhav Thapa and ordered Hikmat Kumar Karki, the leader of the CPN-UML Parliamentary Party, to be appointed as the Chief Minister in accordance with Article 168, Sub-Article 3 of the Constitution as leader of the largest party in the Assembly. The UML has 40 seats, including the Deputy Speaker, while Nepali Congress has 29 members. CPN Maya Center has 19. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party has 6, CPN Unified Socialist has 4, and Janata Samajwadi Party has 1 provincial member. However, the Chief Minister requires backing at least 47 provincial assembly and the 93-member assembly to secure his position. We still have more updates at the side. Stay with us. Welcome back. You are on Nepal Television News. Now we have remaining updates. 3 persons have died of dengue infection in Tanahu in last 2 months. All 3 fatalities are from Bas municipalities. Health Section Chief Pramod Soti informed that dengue infection is spreading in Damoli for some months. The municipality alone has 1,350 dengue patients now. Meanwhile, the municipality has launched a public awareness campaign at every village. Search and Destroy campaign has also been launched to control the dengue spread. Now we have updates from international frontline. Ukraine's special forces said on Monday that they had killed Moscow's top admiral in Crimea along with 33 other officers in the last week's missile attack on the headquarters of Russia's Black Sea Fleet in the port of Sevastopol. The Russian Defense Ministry did not immediately respond when asked by Reuters to confirm or deny that Admiral Vykotor Slokov, the commander of the Black Sea Fleet and one of Russia's most senior Navy officers, had been killed. Moscow installed authorities in Sevastopol, however, were taking extra measures to address Ukraine's increased attack on Crimea. A critical reason providing a platform from which Russia has launched many of its air attacks on Ukraine in the 19-month-long war. If confirmed, Sokolov's killing would be one of the Kiev's most significant strikes on Crimea, which Russia seized and annexed from Ukraine in 2014. Moscow and Washington have accused each other of destabilizing the South Caucasus region as thousands of ethnic Armenians fled their homes in Nagorno-Karabakh over ethnic cleansing fears. Although Armenia had relied on a security partnership with Russia since the breakup of the Soviet Union, their relations have frayed badly after President Vladimir Putin launched the invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Russia's ambassador to the United States, Anatoly Antonov, warned Washington to refrain from passing remarks after the U.S. State Department spokesman saying on Monday that Russia had shown it was not a reliable partner after Armenia blamed Moscow for failing to intervene in last week's capture of Nagorno-Karabakh by Azerbaijan forces. Thousands of ethnic Armenians had fled the breakaway region of Nagorno-Karabakh by Monday after their fighters were defeated in a lighting military operation by Azerbaijan last week. Armenia's PM has warned that ethnic cleansing is underway in the region. We shall get back with remaining international headliners. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. Now to further development. U.S. President Joe Biden warns on Monday that a federal government shutdown could cause widespread suffering, including a rapid loss of food benefits for nearly 7 million low-income women and children. Biden told a meeting on historically black colleges and universities that failure by Congress to fund the federal government would have dire consequences for the black community, including by reducing nutritional benefits, inspection of hazardous waste sites, and enforcement of fair housing laws. India's monsoon rain started withdrawing from the northwest of the country on Monday, more than a week later than normal. The state-run India Meteorological Department (IMD) said in a statement. The monsoon, the lifeblood of India's $3 trillion economy, delivers nearly 70% of the rain needed to water its farms and recharge reservoirs and aquifers. The monsoon generally begins in June and starts to retreat by September 17, but rains continued this year, helping to reduce precipitation deficit after the driest August in more than a century hit some summer crops. To the more updates, before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights we have on the side. Visitors to a zoo north of Tokyo in Satimama Prefecture say they are thrilled to meet a baby of the world's smallest deer species, known as the poodoo. The Saitama Children's Zoo in Higashi Matsuyama City has been raising poodoos, which are native to South America. The body length of adult poodoo is usually about 80 centimeters. The female fawn, born in July, debuted to visitors in late August. The baby was named Matsuba after the flower called Matsuba Giku in Japan, which is full bloom around July when Matsuba was born. Now time for sports. A total of 228 medals have been secured so far by the players from different countries in the ongoing 19th Asian Games in Hangzhou, China. Among 45 countries participating in the Games, players from 25 countries got the medals. However, Nepal has failed to win any medals so far. China so far bagged 39 gold medals, 21 silver and 9 bronze medals, thereby standing atop the winners' list. Similarly, South Korea got 10 gold and silver each and 13 bronze medals, securing second position. Japan stands third with 5 gold, 14 silver and 14 bronze medals, while Uzbekistan secured 4 gold, 6 silver and bronze medals each. A total of 12,000 athletes from 45 Asian countries are fighting for medals in 40 sports events. Nepal is competing in archery, athletics, basketball, badminton, boxing, dance, sports, cricket, cycling, esports, fencing, football, golf, handball, judo, kabaddi, karate, rugby, shooting, squash, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, and tennis, volleyball, weightlifting, among others, including wrestling and wushu. Now to the further development. United Nations headquarters brought together key sports stakeholders such as the president of the Football Federation of Cameroon, former FC Barcelona player Samuel Eto'o, and technology leader to address the existing gaps and threats of trafficking in sports and how technology can be utilized to find lasting solutions. The director of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime New York office, Delphine Sands, told the meeting that there is increasing concerns about human trafficking in sports. It is estimated that more than 15,000 children are trafficked from West Africa into Europe every year with false hopes of making it as professional footballers by taking advantage of loopholes in law enforcement, utilizing new technologies and finding better ways to lure potential victims. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines once again. China pledges to extend assistance to Nepal in its infrastructure development. Both sides agreed to build a high-capacity cross-border power transmission line. Koshi's chief minister expands his cabinet and looming uncertainties over gaining vote of confidence in his favor must undergo protest by October 7. Ukraine says Russia Black Sea Fleet commander among 34 officers killed in its missile attack. Moscow yet to comment on fatalities. And host China dominates the medal tally at the ongoing Asian Games. South Korean second position. Nepal remains medalist. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, have a good day ahead. Namaste.